I'm Jay Thomas, and welcome to Rides.
This show looks at anything that has an engine and a story told by the owners.
Arizona, here we come. Should we hire him for rides? All right, so I got to tell you this story real quick. So we're ready to leave Phoenix and head up north, and we had a bunch of time to kill, so everybody told us, hey, if you got some time, go drive through Paradise Valley. As we're driving through this neighborhood, see a couple red cars sitting out here. So we're gonna go bang on the door and see if we can find the owner. He's not home. Oh. How you doing, sir?
Hello.
My name is Jay Thomas. I'm with the TV show Rides.
Nice to meet you, sir. Welcome.
Can we talk to you about your car?
Sure, why not? Why not?
So what's the deal here? 75 Caprice? You don't see these big land mammals running around.
That's
What's
right.
your name, by the way?
Joe Luber.
Joe Luber. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Hey,
you.
thanks for taking the time.
Right, my pleasure.
So what do we got, man?
Well, I've always liked Chevy convertibles. My first one was a 60 Impala convertible.
Oh, man.
In college, I bought a brand new 65 Caprice Classic. And then after that, the station wagons and the family cars. In the late 80s, I bought a 75 Caprice Classic off of a gas station lot in Bethesda, Maryland. Loved the car. Many years later, I was washing the car and my hand went right through the fender.
Oh, that's not
It
good.
was all rusted out. These cars used to rust out terribly.
Yeah.
So fast forward to 2007, my wife and I were on a cruise. We met a couple from Halifax, Nova Scotia, and he says, you had a 75. I said, I did, but I'll never buy another one. They're rust buckets. He said, you buy this one sight unseen, get it back to Maryland, you see any rust on it, I will pay you every penny you have in the car.
He was confident.
Because he knew the car.
Okay.
The car had been owned by Bob McDonald Chevrolet in Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Oh, so this is a Canadian car.
Right. It was owned by this Bob McDonald for 27 years in his showroom. It was his personal car. He used it only for parades. The guy pulls it out of the garage. I look over it. It was Z-barred.
Oh my God, Z-bar.
You remember the Z-bar?
Oh man, they do your undercoating and they put sunroofs in for you.
And they also drilled holes in the
Yep.
in the doors.
Should have the plugs right there.
plug.
Yep.
So I knew there was no rust on the car. I bought it on the spot. After I called my wife.
You know, again, some people may look at this and go, it's a 75. This is a piece of automotive history. You don't see these things running around, and you're right, they rotted out.
They rotted
so bad. You could not find these things unrusted. This thing is stunning, Joe. How many miles are on this?
It's now got 20,000 miles.
Come
on it.
on, really? 20,000?
20,000.
Can we take a look under the hood?
Sure.
354 barrel?
That's it.
That's what I thought.
That's it.
Wow. Joe, this is stunningly clean.
Right.
I mean, even the manifolds, man.
I took those off and had those cleaned up.
Okay. Wow.
I did everything to this.
Yep, see, there you go. Proper clamps, tower clamps.
Right.
Belt's got the right markings on it, period track.
Battery.
It's been. Geez, still got the full sticker on there. Dude, this is your baby, huh?
It is big red.
The interior on this, did you do anything to the interior?
Nothing.
This is all factory.
Original, all original.
What color top? Black top? White top?
White top.
White top.
I did put a new top on it.
Well, I mean, the tops after the years, you really have no choice.
When I bought the car, I got a letter from GM. It was in the packet of information, and it had everything that was on the car.
Oh, so you're able to have a reproduction done.
So then I wrote a letter to GM, and I said I want a letter. They sent me another letter. It had 2 of the items reversed, so I knew it was the right thing.
Okay.
And then I had this done.
Jeez, look at this.
The radio is the
Most expensive. It usually was, yeah. It's fun to see this and see what the prices were.
On this window sticker, you see it says Canadian modifications, no cost. I've been over the car completely, And I think I found the one modification. If you can read it down here, it says unleaded gasoline, and it's in French.
It's in French, there it is. And that's the original sticker.
Yes, original.
Wow, this thing is so cool. And that's a lot of real estate to keep straight. Wow.
That it is. The car was brought down to Maryland. After that, it was at Hershey, Pennsylvania for car shows there. It's been at the 100th anniversary of Chevrolet in Flint, Michigan. Got the top awards up there from the Vintage Chevrolet Car Club. And now I'm out here in sunny Arizona.
It is
and
beautiful.
I just take it to car shows.
That's it. I just kick back, relax, and go to the shows.
Right, and my granddaughter's high school parade. It's been in her parade every year. And that's it. That's the story on Big Red.
Big Red
Yes.
is beautiful. Once again, Joe, great car, 1975 Caprice Classic out of Canada, 20,000 miles on it. How many of these were made?
8,349.
And how many think are on the road now? Very little.
Very few.
Well, it's been a great afternoon. Thanks for letting us come hang. I bang on your door, cold turkey it, and you come out and you hang with us. And yeah, thank you for being on Rides.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. Let's see if we can find Paul. Check out this 60 Morris Minor. There it is. Paul.
Hi, Jay. Welcome to the farm.
Man, thanks for having us, brother. 1960 Morris Minor.
Yes, it is.
I know a little bit about these, not a whole lot. I think just over 1.6 million of these were made, 1948 to 1971. 3 different versions. This would be what they call the Traveler, right?
Yep. It's a left-hand drive, so it was made for the North American market, put into service in Edmonton, Alberta.
Oh, Canada, okay.
And my brother-in-law, my wife's brother, bought it up there. I think it was in the late 90s or sometime in the 90s. And then he did a lot of restoring all of the woodwork and stuff that he did. Then when he passed on, I bought it and brought it down here and riding around with it once in a while. When I first got it in 2016, we hauled it out to Medora because my grandson had told me that there was a car show out there. We think it's worthy to come to the show.
Sure.
So I did. At the end of the show, I can show you the trophy I got.
Oh, you trophied out on it, huh?
Yes. 2016 Medora Car Show President's Award.
Look at that. Get you some of that right there, huh? How about that? What do you do for parts if you need parts for this thing?
There's a place, I think it's in California, called Mini Mania. I've got the books and stuff in the drawer there, and my brother-in-law had done a lot of research, so I've had to order some parts. I ordered a flashing unit and the little green thing on the end of the shift lever for the turning signals. It flashes green to let you know what your flashers are on. One of the reasons I bought this is when I met my wife, she had a 1967 Mini Minor.
Okay, Mini Minor,
Mini
yep.
Minor. If the front end was here,
okay,
the windshield would have been here, and there was a seat, and then a very small seat, and the back end of the car would have been about here. And that was pretty much the same color as this one was.
Can we take a look at the
hood?
Under the hood? I don't know if
Yep.
I'll call this a jewelry box. We'll see when he pops the hood. Look at that little thing. Just under 1,000 cc's, right?
Yeah, and I think 949 is what.
And that's why they've got it
it.
tagged 1,000 on them,
Yeah,
but it's
that's
not
what I'd
quite
say.
1,000. So how is it on the highway?
Actually, it doesn't ride bad. I mean, you don't go 70 miles an hour with it.
No.
But at 50 to 60, it works pretty good that way.
We gotta look at the interior. I always like to go out for a ride in the vehicles.
We can do that.
I don't know. Is this the original interior?
Yes, it is. This is the starter.
Okay.
Turn the key on.
There's the fuel
You can
pump.
hear the fuel pump going.
That's amazing. I mean, it starts right up. Now, does the back seat flip down so you got more storage?
I'll open the back door here. You can kind of see how it works. You take these things and
Oh,
Slide 'em over.
The old school locks.
And we found the barn door lock.
Yeah, barn door lock and slam her down. Look at that. You know,
Would you like to go for a drive?
I was just gonna say, you know what we gotta do? We gotta take this for a drive. Let's
We
go
can
for
do
a
it.
ride. Let's take this miner out for a ride. All right.
All right, in we go.
Okay. All right. Okay, we're going to the circus. We'll be back. Side hustle. Any idea what kind of gas mileage you get with this?
Well, it's got I think it's a 5 or 6 gallon tank, and I fill it every couple of years.
5-6 gallon tank and you fill it every couple of years? I gotta tell you, this was a great little car, man. This thing is a blast. I love this. It rides great. I thought it'd ride like a brick, but it doesn't. It's a great riding car. Such a cool car. It's awesome. Hey, if you've got something cool you want to be on rides, reach out to us. It's real easy. rideswithjthomas.tv. Send us some pictures, a little info, and you never know. You could be like Paul here and hanging out with us on rides. Paul, thanks for being on rides. This was a blast.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Paul.
It's fun to be part of something that's fun.
That was a blast. Great car. All right, another ride shoot. We find the most unique cars on this show. I can't even tell you what this thing is. It looks like a cross between an old Cordoba and like the old school or second gen Monte Carlo body style. I don't know what it is, but these things are rare and this guy has one. It's like, guys, we gotta load up and go check this thing out. So we are off to Fergus Falls, Minnesota. Let's see what we got. Custom Cloud, I think that's what it is. I think it's a custom cloud. Let's see if Frank's home. Frank?
Hi.
Jay Thomas.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Hey, man, thanks for being on rides, brother.
Yes.
All right, so let's go take a look. Let's see what you got. A custom cloud.
Correct. 76 custom cloud.
I've only seen pictures, never seen one in real life. Can't wait to see this thing. And there. Now holy crap, man. What is this Frankenstein?
Yes.
Wow.
It says what the license plate.
What the?
It was actually called Custom Cloud Incorporated. The guy's name was John Tedesco, and he fabricated them up for GM dealerships to drum up some more business in the showrooms.
Did it drum up business?
Yes, he sold really good when they first started, then they got sued by Rolls-Royce.
Oh, I was gonna say, you can definitely see the Rolls-Royce influence. I was saying that from the pictures, it looked like a cross between a second generation Monte Carlo and a Cordoba. Now being here in person, this is definitely Monte Carlo.
Yep, 76 Monte Carlo.
Wow, all right, well, can we pull the car out?
Sure can.
And you can see that a lot of this is fiberglass. The hood, gotta believe the fenders are fiberglass.
Yep, the whole front clip was off.
Okay. Looks like the trunk lid too?
The trunk lid and the rear quarters.
Okay.
And they just put them rear quarters over top of the factory quarters.
So the factory quarters are underneath there? Are
Yeah.
you serious? So if one day you woke up and said, you know what? I'm done with this thing. I want a second gen Monte Carlo. Just rip the panels off. Did he do it with the true spoke wheels, or was that an after?
I just put them on there.
Okay, so what was originally on this thing for wheel treatment?
General Motors spoked wheels.
Okay.
Just the hubcaps.
Oh, just the hubcap
Yep,
ones.
just the-
Okay. All right. This has got to be a head turner. You just
It is.
you
Yep.
look at it and go, what am I looking at? Am I looking at a Rolls? Am I looking at a Chevy?
Uh-huh.
So this thing is big. Monte Carlos were big. What's this thing got under the hood? What did he do?
It's just a 305 two-barrel, so it's no powerhouse.
So basically, you can get passed by a moped in this thing.
Yep. It's just a cruiser, is all it is.
Jeez.
It's got the swivel buckets on
Oh,
it.
it does have the swivels.
Yep.
Oh my God.
You can put the seat back. I don't have to.
Look at that. Oh man, this smells like a Monte Carlo.
Yep.
These are like the recliners in your front room. That is
Yeah,
some
they're actually
padding.
pretty comfortable.
How does this thing go down the road?
Just floats.
That's
Just
it?
Like driving a boat, kind of wallows, and the ride's good.
Interior's in great shape on this too. And you know what I noticed when I was in there? There's the windows, the Monte Carlo windows.
Yeah, they left them in. They just
They left
covered
the
them.
windows in. They just covered right over
Yep.
the windows.
Yeah, some of the stuff was kind of just rude and crude. I suppose they were trying to get enough of them made.
I'd ask you to pop the hood, but I don't think that's really a jewelry box under there.
It isn't. It is.
With a
It's just a
305?
basic 305.
Yeah, that's just your basic 305.
That's all it is.
That fits our unique vehicle segment. That is for sure.
It is definitely unique.
Well, we got to grab some keys and take it for a ride.
We can do that.
All right, let's go for a ride in a custom Cloud. I can't wait to see the head turn on this one. Did you just get a thumbs
Yeah.
up? I was too busy looking at the old hospital. You should put train horns on this thing.
The walls could talk.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wow. That was a quick little tour of the
Yeah.
Regional Treatment Center.
Yeah. Dude, that was a great ride.
She's a floater, and
And it floats, man.
you got to see two things that you haven't seen.
Custom Cloud and the State Hospital.
Yep.
And you're right, this thing floats. It's a great ride. And you got thumbs up, we're cruising. Thumbs up
Yep.
and smiles.
Yep.
There you go. Frank, thanks for being on Rise.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, brother. Hey, we're not done with this hangout segment in Hot Wheels. We got yet another one. Frank, if you remember him from Rides, he was the guy that had the crazy custom Cloud, but Frank also is into Hot Wheels and die casts. So let's take a look at Frank's Hot Wheel collection. All right, Frank.
Yeah, it's a little overboard.
Oh, God, okay. Yeah. Holy cow, dude. What is the story, man? I thought I had Hot Wheels. This is nuts.
Yeah, I just
And
started
it's not just Hot Wheels, it's die cast.
die cast. Yep, at the 1/18th, and a little bit of everything.
Oh, you got my favorites. Muscle machines.
Yep.
I love muscle machines. Love them. And I don't think they do them anymore. I think
They don't.
They quit making. I don't know why. I thought they were so cool.
I think they got the little Hot Wheel zingers, but
You do?
yeah, I got some zingers
You
over.
got zingers?
Yep.
Oh, let me see the zingers. I'll follow you. Oh, man. I haven't seen those in years. So what got you into the die cast?
I've always liked Hot Wheels. I mean, when we were growing up, my brother and I had a big old garbage sack full of Hot Wheels, and we'd sit down and play, and we'd just reach, you take your turns and pick your car
Yeah.
out, and then when you start playing.
Do you have any actual red lines in your collection?
I don't have any red lines.
Guess what I do? Johnny Lightning? You know,
I got some Johnny Lightning.
Johnny Lightnings.
Yeah, I think they're all over there on that wall. And then I got some Super Treasure Hunts.
Oh, dude. How many? How many? Any idea how many?
Just about 2,700.
You know what? Looks like you got room for more, buddy. It looks like you got room for more.
I'm trying to talk the wife into getting rid of the computer desk so I can have another shelf there.
And how's that working out?
Well, you see it's
I
still
was
there.
gonna say, I see the computer desk is still there. Now I gotta ask, anywhere down here, do you have an orange 70 CUDA diecast?
I had a guy in Fargo named Jeff make me one, exactly like my car.
There it is.
He's even got the CUDA plate on the front and the Mopar nut license plate.
Wow, look at that.
But then I got the orange die-cast model, the CUDA's up there.
There you go, yeah. You could grab me a chair, I could plunk here and just sit here all day long looking at diecast. So is there anything that you don't have that is just like, it's your, I would love to get my hands on this?
There's a few that I wouldn't mind. You know, the Phantasm CUDA by Mark Warman,
okay,
I'd like to get that.
Okay. Look at all this stuff. This is a great collection. Well, I got to tell you, man, it has been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you. Thanks for being on Rides.
You bet.
Thanks for sharing the hangout.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, if you have a cool story that involves a car, a motorcycle, a boat, heck, anything with an engine, we want to hear about it. Just go to rideswithjthomas.tv, send us a picture with your story, and your ride could be featured on the show. And don't forget to visit the merch shop where you can get all your Rides gear. From everyone here at Rides, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
How do I?
Just pull out on it.
Oh, I didn't want to break it. How's that coming, Paul?
Well, not doing very well.
Oh, there's a blooper for you. That was a blast. Great car.
All right, we'll drive in.
Hit the horn twice. It almost sounds like a train.